Well, hi folks, coming towards the middle of March now, so what I'm going to do, as usual, just going to grow a few little quite early potatoes, new potatoes, in some relatively small, just 10 litre pots, as I always do. Just like to get a few started off, and I can put them in the greenhouse, polytunnel, and they'll be probably about 6 weeks earlier than the ones I plant outside. So it's just something for a bit of a stopgap before the main crops come. So I'm using, if I can remember the name, I think these were Jazzy. These are the ones I've kept myself. If you can see the porch there, all I did was, as soon as I harvested these last year, I just put them in an egg box, didn't do anything with them, didn't wash them or anything, didn't put them in the fridge, just left them in the porch in an egg box, and they've just kept perfectly. They're just starting to chip now, getting some nice little shoots on them, so ideal for planting. The fertiliser I'm going to use in these is just generally blood, fish and bone. I do have some specialist potato fertiliser called Spuds Galore, but I think I've left that up at the allotment, so what I'll do it this way, and then I'll just sprinkle a bit of that specialist stuff on top just to give it an extra boost, because it does make stuff grow really well. So I'll just show you how easy it is. Like I said, 10 litre pot. I'm just going to fill it up about halfway, add a little pinch of blood, fish and bone, about a tablespoon or so, give it a good mix in, and then I'm going to use 2 of these seed potatoes. I'm just going to plant them to within about 1 inch of the bottom of the pot, pushing them into the compost. Shoots facing upwards if possible, and then we'll just cover those up, and then simply I'll just fill the pot to the top. Any old bog standard compost will do, it doesn't need to be special, doesn't need to be fine at all. A bit more blood, fish and bone, give that a bit of a mix in. And that's that. I like to leave about 1 inch at the top, so when they do start to poke through and I put them into the greenhouse, if there is any frost forecast, I can always just cover the leaves up with about another inch of compost just to protect them from the frost. So these will go back into the porch or into the house, just in a little bit of moderate warmth, just to get them sprouting quickly. And then as soon as the shoots come up through the surface of the compost, they'll go into the polytunnel, and then we'll just have to look after themselves. But it is nice to just get a few quite early ones. I usually do it actually in February this, but I've been a bit late this year. But they'll probably just grow a little bit quicker because the weather will be a little bit warmer. So again, pinch of blood, fish and bone, or any specialist potato fertiliser you have. Put your 2 little seed potatoes in. I used to put 1 seed potato in, but because it's now free for me to keep my seed potatoes, I thought I might as well put 2 in, because you do get more of a crop. I put 1 in and you didn't really get enough, but 2 seems to be about optimal for a pot this size. All over the place here. Again, just going to fill it up almost to the top. Another pinch of blood, fish and bone, give that a bit of a mix in. I won't actually water these either, because there's a little bit of moisture in the compost, and if you do tend to water them and get it too waterlogged, then they tend to rot off if it's a bit cold. So as soon as they start to sprout, the leaves come up, they'll start producing roots, and then you can water them. But until they do, there's no need whatsoever to water them. You're probably going to do more harm than good. So we'll just do 1 more, and then that should be it. Yeah, so these were a variety called Jazzy. I've seen a lot of people on YouTube growing them. They're a nice sort of shape, like oblong shaped potato. Get an awful lot in a crop. They're not very big, but that's ideal for new potatoes. And obviously they store really well for next year's crop of seed potatoes, so it's free, because you know how expensive seed potatoes are relatively. If you can keep your own, and you do tend to save quite a bit of money, which is nice. So again, just chucking 2 seed potatoes in at the bottom of the pot. Fill this up. Right here. Bit more fertiliser on the top. Mix it round, mix it in a little bit. And like I said, these will go into the porch here until the leaves start to come through the top. And then once they do, they'll go straight into the polytunnel. If we need any protection, I'll put some fleece on them, but other than that, I'll just let them grow away, and we should have a crop by hopefully early June. Anyway folks, that's it, just a few little new potatoes grown, first ones of the year. I'll be doing my main crops in about the middle of middle of April. So about another month to 5 weeks. So that's all we've got at the moment. See you later.